Hello everyone, this is Alec and welcome to Skyrim. I'm here in Riften actually, in a Bee and a Barb. I believe that's the name of the inn. So this is my new character and for today I planned something a little bit different. I'm gonna do a tour around Skyrim. I'm gonna visit every city and basically what I'm going to do is just walk. I turn off the combat AI, so we're gonna have like a really relaxing stroll across Skyrim and sort of a tour, and we're gonna try to have some like relaxing fun and all of that. All right, so let's go. I decided to start in Riften, and I kind of imagine that the
I'm really
path.
getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
All
I
right.
know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter.
So
and
from
nothing will
Riften,
happen.
we're gonna go north to Windhelm,
Why are you doing this to me?
and then from Windhelm we're gonna go
warning. Pay
west
up or
to
I
Dawnstar.
don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, last thing
Okay,
Hey, you! Get over here. I want to talk to you.
this guy really annoying.
I had another run-in with a thief's kid.
It's been a while since I've been to Skyrim. Alright,
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor.
so we're gonna walk now and make a full circle.
Face butcher is more like it.
I think it's gonna take me probably, because I'm gonna walk, probably over 2 hours. Well, let's see. So these are the beautiful forests of Riften. They're kind of caught in like this perpetual autumn, which I think is really nice. And of course the idea was to give the Riften like a specific feel or aesthetics for every region. They didn't want to make like a whole Skyrim one like a biome. Although the way I imagined Skyrim before the release of the game was that it's like a giant Arctic snow like a region with barely any forests or anything. But it turned out that actually Skyrim has plenty of like pretty green and mild regions. It's very diverse, and I actually enjoy walking around Riften. But it can be dangerous. It's full of bears and spiders. It's one of the more dangerous regions. But again, like I said, I turn off the combat AI, so we're gonna have no combat, we're just gonna walk. And actually, the reason I'm doing this kind of like a tour around Skyrim is because, well, first thing, I actually planned this for a long time now. But the second thing is, the Septimus is again removed from the Wabbajack site. So in my channel I have like a history with Septimus modlist. It's my favorite Wabbajack modlist. And for those who don't know, Wabbajack modlist is basically a compilation of mods. It's a modlist that's very easy to install. Everything is automatic. It's very popular for people like me who really don't kind of have time or patience perhaps to do their own modding. And I really like it, and I chose Septimus as my favorite modlist because it's a sort of like a anniversary edition expanded, so it kind of keeps the vanilla aesthetics, I guess, and gameplay. It just makes everything a little bit more, I guess, in depth. And some mechanics like survival are actually fixed, so they're not so annoying. And we're gonna go through this fort. So I really grew to like a Septimus modlist, and over the year, over the months actually, it went like it had like a regular updates. The author is Guitar Ninja, that's his nickname, and there are several like versions. I think I began from a Septimus 1, and then I went to 2nd, 3rd, and the last one was Septimus 4. And this is kind of like where the game, like the modlist, kind of reached its peak, I believe, in Septimus 4. I think Septimus 3 was the one I didn't really like much. But each modlist kind of had different slight changes. It was always very balanced, it always worked very good, and I really liked it. The graphics are kind of not extreme, like it's not some like a high performance mod list like some out there. They're very heavy, so my laptop can run it really smoothly, and for all these reasons really I really enjoy it. Plus it adds tons of new land, like beyond Skyrim Bruma and Wormstooth. So like I said, it was my favorite mod list since I started using Wabbajack. And then somewhere around the beginning of this year, it was removed from the site for unknown reasons. And the author, Guitar Ninja, he actually made 2 mod lists, Septimus and the Dragonborn. And Dragonborn was similar to Septimus, however more simple, more streamlined, from what I understand. And then I was actually really kind of sad because I uninstalled my current Septimus, and then I wanted to install again, and I discovered that it's gone, and I kind of panicked. And I really couldn't find any other kind of similar mod list. They're all kind of like really huge in size, like over 120 gigabytes. And after like 2 or 3 months, Septimus was again back online, and I was really happy for it. And this time it was again just Septimus. There was no Septimus 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. If it's just like again like original Septimus, and it was very reduced version compared to Septimus 4. It was again kind of like back to the basics, which is this version here. So this is like the new old Septimus. However, a few days ago I actually went to the Wabbajack to see if there are any updates, and I discovered that Septimus is yet again removed from the Wabbajack, and it looks like this time for good. So it looks like the Septimus is gone. So if one of you have it installed, enjoy it while you can. Once you uninstall, that's pretty much it. So I actually don't know what to do. Should I keep this or uninstall? I'm probably going to keep Septimus for now, and until I find another mod list that's kind of like suitable for me. But with that said, I'm probably going to take a break from Skyrim for a while, because Starfield is coming in like a few days, and I'm going to be playing that, and I'm going to be playing Morrowind with the Tamriel Rebuild, which will also be updated soon. So between those 2 games, I'm probably gonna take a break from Skyrim. So this video is sort of a, I don't want to say farewell to Skyrim, but kind of retiring from Skyrim for a while. I simply don't have time to start a separate playthrough for Skyrim, especially when Starfield comes. And so this is why I'm gonna sort of like give a one last tour around the game, around the Skyrim, the region. Okay, so now we're slowly, I think, exiting Riften. These are the skeevers. I think they're related to rats. They're kind of like a version of rats, cave rats. Actually, a few months ago, I used to do like Let's Free Roam Skyrim, where I made similar videos like this, but without commentary. And I remember I showed my son. I think we walked right here. And my son back then was like 2. And he really enjoyed. He was like watching me walk through Skyrim, and like he would say, go here, go there. And he loved watching animals walking around and butterflies and flowers. He also loved watching the mountains in the distance. It was really fun. So, well, my son is now 3 years old, and I can't wait for him to grow up a little bit more, so we can kind of play together. He's still too young to actually play, and also I don't want him to watch some combat scenes and violence. So, what we're gonna do is probably just like walk around. But I'm also not gonna use any map, so let's see how good my orientation is. And if I really get lost, I'm gonna consult the map. But as long as I stick to the roads, it should be fine. Except there is one section which kind of scary. It's the road from Winterhold to Dawnstar. I don't remember there being a road. So I'm gonna have to go all the way north to Winterhold. And then to go back to Dawnstar, I'm gonna have to go again all the way south and to the road west. Which will take kind of like a lot of time, especially if I just walk. So I do wonder if there is a path straight east from Dawnstar to the from Winterhold to Dawnstar. We're gonna see. If not, I'm probably gonna go just follow the coast, the northern coast. Which is fine, because I love that area. I love walking there. And I don't have survival mode activate and no combat, so it should be fine. That the northern area is actually very, very difficult on the survival mode. It's very cold. Like your character will just freeze within minutes. Even the north. Okay. More pine forests. So Riften is all the way there. And the Riften hold is kind of like elevated from the rest of Skyrim, I think. Where should we go now, actually? Oh boy. So do we go here? So Winterhold is there somewhere. I'm gonna go this way, down. And I'm already getting confused. I was hoping to see like some sign, road sign, but there was none. So I really hope I'm taking the right way. Sure, let me see. Yeah, now we are descending to the Eastmarch, right? That's the Eastmarch over there. But as long as I see Winterhold, I mean, yeah, it's a Winterhold. But I think the Winterhold is all the way up there in those mountains. Near those mountains. Hello, Wolfie. He's just watching me. He doesn't want to bite me. I turn his intelligence off. Good boy. Alright. I sure hope I'm on the right road. Let's see. We still have a couple of in-game hours till nighttime. Just imagine that I'm some kind of NPC walking around and going somewhere. And these three guys, I remember seeing them for the first time, encountering them for the first time. And I always thought that they're kind of like something more than meets the eye. Like in game, they're just like some bunch of guys who drink and get drunk, like in the middle of nowhere, which I thought it's weird because Skyrim is so dangerous. It's full of danger and civil war. Like, why would some random dudes with barely any weapon drink in the middle of nowhere? So I thought, oh, these guys are probably some avatars of gods. Like, this is how my imagination went. Turns out they're just some random drunks. But because in Skyrim, I mean in Morrowind, you occasionally meet some NPCs that are actually avatars of gods. Like you meet Avatar of Zenitar, you meet Avatar of Talos, and whatnot. So I thought, oh, these guys are testing me. They are the avatars of some, who knows who, gods or Aedra or Daedra. Okay, here we have, oh, okay. Windhelm is that way. We made a wrong turn. Okay, then let's go to Whiterun. I guess we change of plan, which is fine. I don't really have any strict goal here, but except to like walk around Skyrim and kind of visit every city. Oh, this is a nice view. This is a nice view. Let's enjoy for a second. And also it's raining today outside, so it's a perfect day for immersive walk in game. We actually have a typhoon coming to Hong Kong. We should be here like in 2 days. So in those like 2 days, when it's a signal 8, you kind of just stay home and you don't go anywhere. You kind of stock a bunch of food and snacks, and basically you cannot go out. Okay, so we're gonna go, okay, I know this way now. This is now road to Whiterun. Okay. There are some mountain goats. I know why, I really like mountain goats, even in real life. They're one of my favorite animals. They're so fascinating. There's a tree growing in the middle of a road. I don't know, guys, if you can hear thunder outside. Probably not, it's not so loud. Okay, so I think Darkwater Crossing, or whatever the name is, there. Well, we're gonna go to Whiterun now. It's too late to turn back. I remember once I played, I think it was Septimus, but it was a modded Skyrim. It could be Septimus, or once I tried another modlist, which was very lush. It was full of vegetation everywhere, but the shadows didn't work out very good. So it was kind of weird, dark and green. But anyways, I was walking around this area, and I was near this little, like a hamlet or a village. I think it's called the Darkwater Crossing or something like that. And I basically entered this forest, and it was like huge grass, and it was very, very beautiful looking, actually, like a fairy tale. And there's a dragon suddenly attacking the village, and it just looked like a scene from some movie. Like fighting a dragon, you can barely see him from the trees because he was so dense. I kind of like that whole scene kind of stuck in my mind. And it occurred here somewhere. I know there's like a little hamlet here somewhere. And my English is not so good, so I think hamlet means like a small village, basically a farm. Yeah, it should be there. So across this bridge is yep, it's right there. So I crossed this bridge and there it is, the hamlet. And the forest is very dense and there's lots of like a grass. And the dragon just descended upon us. And it was very epic. Because there are not many guards there. So I had to deal with him. I think that place is called Darkwater Crossing. But I'm not sure. Anyways, let's move on. So we're gonna go to Whiterun, and then from Whiterun probably go to Markarth. Or actually Falkreath, and then from Falkreath to Markarth. It's actually not so easy to navigate without a map as I thought. I thought actually it's gonna be much easier because I played like thousands of hours in this game and I usually walk everywhere. It's just my orientation is really bad. Alright, we have... What was that? Oh, there's some weird sound effects. I thought it's like a dragon coming, but there should be no dragon because I just started the game. Oh, we have some storm coming. Mm-hmm. Alright. Oh, there's someone walking there. You there, a traveler. I don't know why, I always love when I see someone else like walking on the road. I feel more safe. I think this ruin is populated by necromancers. Oh, someone is going right there. And we have a rain. Just beautiful. Yeah, I think this place is full of necromancers and the undead. Yep, there he is. Ready to attack me. Luckily, I turned their AI off. I wonder where's the guy. It looked to me like he went inside the ruin. But I don't know why would he do that. The sky is so beautiful. Oh, you can barely see anything. Alright, so Whiterun is here and Windhelm. Oh, it's Windhelm. Yeah, I forgot about Windhelm. You know what? Let's go to Windhelm actually. Let's stick to the original plan. Alright, good. We're going to Windhelm and then from Windhelm north to Winterhold. And then from Winterhold to Dawnstar. Alright. Awesome. Alright. We're kind of walking across, around this dangerous ruin. There's some strange necromantic rituals going on there right now, I bet. Nope. Wow, look at the sky. Look at the sky. It's like Aetherius is opening up. Nice. I think we are exiting the storm. We're gonna have like a clear evening. And probably a clear night. I hope so. Oh yeah, so we are now in the Eastmarch. It's a very fascinating region actually, because I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is like a lore or if it's like a fan theory, but I read somewhere that this Eastmarch is basically a result of the Red Mountain eruption, which is why... Oh, I heard someone talking. Oh, it's just Red Guards arguing.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, right. He's made a mistake. Move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to pester someone, make sure it's the right person.
Oh no, they're gonna find me now, right? They're gonna ask me. So anyways, I heard somewhere that Eastmarch, which is just like a weird rocky region full of geysers, or how you call this, like hot streams. And it just looks very, very unique. And somewhere I read that it's a result of a Red Mountain eruption with all this ash fell. Which I don't know how true is that, because Riften is closer to Morrowind. So wouldn't this ash fell on Riften too? I don't know. I mean, there are so many theories. One theory is that Red Mountain even caused Winterhold to fall into the sea. As we know, like more than half of Winterhold just slid into the sea after some disaster. But again, I don't think it's all like related to the Red Mountain eruption. Mixed Water Mill. A place that where nothing is happening. Now this guy's gonna follow me. Oh, great. Okay, so now we're entering a very cold region. You can hear the cold in the wind. You can like almost feel it. But luckily for us, we turn off the survival mode. Those guys are walking behind me. They are looking for Sadi. What's her name? I forgot already. The Redguard woman hiding in the Whiterun. It's one of my favorite quests. It's one of like the most famous quests in Skyrim. And there, over there, we have... You guys can see some spider eggs and webs. That's a very nasty layer of spiders over there, the cave. And I think in Septimus they actually have like a unique spider boss hiding inside, which is very gross looking. Yeah, I hate that place. And here to the left we have actually a very nice region over there. I'm not gonna go there, but it's like a forest and there's some ponds. I think Mara's pond is there somewhere with the vampires, but I could be wrong. I'm not gonna look at the map. I want to go without looking at the map. So, but I think that's the region, which is kind of like southwest of Windhelm. I just really love this like green patches in the far north, surrounded by ice and snow. They almost like remind me of oases in a desert. Right? Oh, it's a really lovely evening here. We have another ruin or a dungeon. I think all those guys are still behind me. So yeah, that's the Eastmarch. It looks very prehistoric to me. I love walking there and like seeing mammoths. There's lots of mammoths and giants actually there. And there's this like also like a famous scene of a giant mourning a dead mammoth. It looks very, very nice. I mean, it's not nice, but it's a nice detail by developers. So again, because of all the mammoths and like this kind of landscape, which is rocky and salty and full of hot springs. Oh, chill out, bro. Chill out. So because of that, this landscape always reminds me of like something from prehistory. And there are also bones, like giant bones laying everywhere. And that's Secunda, I think. Secunda is a lesser moon. All right. I think we are approaching Windhelm. Dude, I'm always mixing these cities. Yeah, there's Windhelm. There it is. Which always looks so confusing to me. Every time I go inside, it's so hard for me to like orient myself there, to navigate. It's almost built like a labyrinth. Well, it's a very ancient city. I think it's built. I think Windhelm is the first city built by man on Tamriel, right? According to lore, something like that. And it has that very like a ancient, like a Nordic Atmoran architecture almost. Beautiful. We have some northern lights as well. Awesome. So now I'm gonna have to find a road north to Winterhold. Alright. But first let's go to the Windhelm. And there is Master. And Secunda. There's a shrine to Talos, I believe, there. I'm just gonna discover Windhelm on the map, and that's it. And then I need to go north to what's the name? Winterhold. Or Winterhold. There's this iconic long bridge leading to the city. And this is of course the headquarters of the Stormcloaks, the rebellions, or the rebels. And that whole thing about the Imperials against the Stormcloaks, I think people who watch my channel and my Skyrim playthroughs, they already know I'm always like pro Empire. But it's really just because ever since Morrowind, I've been playing on the side with Empire. So it's just more like a really habit. Like for me, it would be weird to play against the Empire. I don't know. I think both sides have their like good arguments and bad arguments, right? But I think overall Empire is more, I guess, beneficial and at least in my opinion. Alright. So this is Windhelm. Do I need to go inside? I guess I need to go inside. Level 1. I'm a noob.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink.
Yeah.
You refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Rolf is drunk again. Every night he goes around the Grey Quarters. Alright. So now we have to go to the Winterhold. Oh, there it is. Alikir. Yeah, Alikir. Well, we're probably gonna see more of them.
A fight.
Who's fighting? Like sometimes because I turn off the combat AI, like the NPCs will still get triggered and react, but there's no fighting, so just ignore that. But anyways, I think we're gonna see more of them in Elder Scrolls 6 since looks like it's going to be in the Hammerfell. But what if we were wrong? What if Elder Scrolls 6 is not in the Hammerfell? Anyways, there's plenty of more time, many more years until that, so it's better to not like overthink. Okay, so I think if I go to the left, yeah, there's no road, there's nothing there. Oh, there is a road. But I think I need to go this way. To Winterhold. Now this is the tricky part. I need to go north. All right. Oh, something is going on. I think that's an ice rat. That looks like an ice rat. No, it's not. It's something else. What's that? Oh, it's a necromancer and a ice mage. They're supposed to fight. No, what's that? What the hell are you? Oh, they're like a spriggans, but cold. Ice spriggans. What? I've never seen this before. Of course, it's probably added by modlist. It's a mod, but I've never seen this. So spriggans are officially Adric beings. They're not Daedra. They are basically, from what I understand, they're spawned from Earth. I guess Kinneret or something. Someone is standing there. Who are you? It's Hiksh. Who are you? Redguard. For a moment I thought he's called Snowberry. Let's go this way. So we're gonna cross the bridge. And I truly hope that there's a road to Winterhold. So this is kind of how I imagine Skyrim at the like least cold, the least Arctic, I guess. Like with some pine trees covered in snow, like perpetual snow and ice everywhere. And then the further north you go, it's just pure like a polar region, like Arctic. So wow. I think I'm not gonna uninstall Septimus for now. I'm gonna wait and see if I can find another mod list. Plus, I don't wanna risk, like, what if one day I wake up and I feel like I really wanna do like a Septimus playthrough? Because I still haven't done like a proper Septimus playthrough. And what if I wake up one day I wanted to do that and it's gone? Because, like I said, it looks like it's really gone for good this time. Okay, we have another mill. Oh, Anga's mill. Okay. All this chicken wandering around freely. They're not afraid of wolves and foxes. Thieves. Like in real life, this chicken will be gone in like... They'll be gone in a day one. Alright, let's see. How do we go to Winterhold? Someone tell me, please. How do we go to Winterhold? Is there a road? Is this a road to Winterhold? Looks like we're heading north. Well, at least we have this beautiful night. Look, all these northern lights and the stars. All these stars are actually windows to Aetherius, basically to heaven. It's such a cool concept. They're basically holes through which Magnus, I think they're pronounced, escaped into Aetherius. The children of Magnus. It's kind of weird. I never kind of figured out who Magnus actually is. He's supposed to be like a god of magic, right? Like there's a artifact, Eye of Magnus. So he's an Aedra. And he was supposed to be like one of these Aedra, like divines. But he escaped. And I never really got into that lore, so I don't quite understand what happened. Alright, we have a dragon sleeping there. This is some kind of a lake. Let's continue this path here. There's like a... I think it's some kind of a ruin there, but maybe it's not actually. I have no idea where this road is taking me. Like, my original idea is to stick to the road. So let's do that. Let's just follow and see where we go. I have a feeling we are approaching Dawnstar. But Dawnstar is not so close, actually. Oh, I think I see a road sign. Is that a road sign? Please be a road sign. Yes. Okay, we have... I think we go right. That looks like it's north. Let me see. Winterhold, yes. Winterhold, yes. Awesome. Yes, so this is Winterhold, and if you continue there, we'll go to, I guess, Dawnstar. But there's like a long path now going north to Winterhold. And if I want to go like official road, I'm gonna have to walk all the way back again here and then continue left to the Dawnstar. But I don't really want to do that because it'll take a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna discover Winterhold, and then I'm gonna try to see if there's like any kind of path along the northern shore towards Dawnstar. And if there's no path, I'm just gonna follow the coast, really. Right. It's a winter wonderland. I rarely go here, but I do remember that it takes quite a long time to reach the city. Oh, we have a dungeon. It's like 9 out of 10 these dungeons are, or pretty much all of them are populated by bandits or necromancers. It's really like a Wild West here in Skyrim. Ever since the Civil War and the Great War, there are more bandits and outlaws than like regular citizens. So like a large percentage of population lives basically outside the system, outside the law. Like they form this pretty much clans. Like some bandits, they organize, like they're really organized in a like a, reminds me almost like a brotherhood or a clan. Like they have their leader, you know. It's kind of fascinating actually, how society will function in times like this. I mean, this is pretty much apocalyptic in time, because on top of all of this, we have basically a world-ending event. Fort Gustav discovered. The return of Alduin and the Dragonborn. So it's amazing to see how society will like develop and react to these hard times. Harder than usual, right? It's like never easy like living here. Life seems to be always cruel, but especially now. Look at this, all these necromancers. And they all like spawn undead to protect them. You can hear the skeletons walking around. Yikes. There it is. The skeleton archer. But this is why it kind of reminds me of Wild West. Like Skyrim. Especially like around this period. It's like... it's basically outlaw. Like... there's no law. Except in the cities. You step outside the city, you're on your own. Which is how I can imagine this, like a frontier life. But it's a cool concept. It makes it very fun for a game. It's a fun concept, what I'm trying to say. Because you're not gonna make a game set in some like ideal utopian society where everything functions, everything is working good, and it's fine. Like a functional utopia. I don't know, maybe that'll be actually a cool concept for a change, but it'll be too boring. You need some conflict, you need a challenge. Like that's why almost all games of this types, like RPGs, they always set either during or just after there's some kind of great war, where things kind of fell apart and you had to strive and survive in this hard times. I mean, in Morrowind we have Rise of House Dagot. Then Oblivion, we have Oblivion Crisis, which is also kind of like a world ending. And then in Skyrim we have like the Return of Alduin, the World Eater. So people also wonder like what could happen in Elder Scrolls 6, like what could top this kind of like event. Because it looks like if you go from Morrowind, at least the games that I played, Morrowind, like the villain was mostly like focused on Morrowind, the region. Just conquering the region. In Oblivion, we had almost like a, can I say, siege on an entire continent, right? Or most of the continent, by the Oblivion, by the Daedra. And then in Skyrim we had pretty much the world-ending event, meaning entire Nirn, from what I understand, will just perish. So, with each game, there's like an increase in danger and the risk. So, I think next one, oh there it is, there's the Winterhold. I think the next Elder Scrolls, the event will probably be like a cosmic proportion. And what could that be? Well, I have no idea. Actually, many people speculate, and I'm one of them. It could be related with Thalmor, because they are kind of like a secret antagonist throughout the series. Especially, well, they existed in the past in Morrowind and Oblivion, but this current like incarnation of Thalmor, they're really like extreme, and basically what they want to do, their end goal is to undo the creation, from what I understand. Undoing the creation, which pretty much sounds to me like it's at least cosmic. I mean, like a cosmic threat level. So I don't know, but Thalmor is usually like a secondary, like in the background. Like there's like a one villain. Like in Skyrim, it's Alduin, and then Thalmor is just like kind of like referenced. You can see them walking around, but they're just there. You don't fight them directly. But they could have like a much greater role in the next Elder Scrolls. But there's also a good chance that there'll be something else. Like maybe they will invoke someone or something to help them in undoing the creation. And also like undoing the creation, I have no idea what it means. Like how would they do that? Like it'll probably require some really high level, top level magic or a ritual or whatever, sacrifice. Like how would they do that? How do you like undo the creation? Like do you like call Daedra? Daedric Prince? I mean Daedric Princes already tried doing their things and they failed because of the Aedra. So maybe it could be something like related to Aedra as well. And that's Maiq the Liar. Maiq knows many things. Alright. Yeah, I told you guys it's a long walk from Windhelm to Winterhold. So now imagine if I have to walk all the way back just to that road sign and then continue west to the Dawnstar. No way. There's no way I'm gonna walk back. So I'm going to go to the College of Winterhold, I'm gonna go under the bridge towards the coast. And then I'm gonna follow the coast because you cannot get lost. If you just follow the coast, you will eventually reach Dawnstar. Because Dawnstar is also like a port. So, it's cool. No worries. And then from Dawnstar, we're gonna continue north, actually. Morthal, Solitude, and then I'm gonna make a whole, like a passage through the Western Skyrim to the Markarth, right? That's gonna be a long, difficult one. And then from Markarth to Falkreath, which again, that's gonna be tricky, finding those roads. I'm gonna try not to end up in Whiterun. It kinda all roads lead to Whiterun, right? This is how they say all roads lead to Rome. In Skyrim, all roads lead to Whiterun. It's almost hard to like evade. Because it's like in the center. It really has like the best location. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that building over there is the College of Winterhold. And I think that's the sign of Magnus. The enigmatic, mysterious god of magic. But also I think Julianus is a god of magic. Or am I wrong? Or maybe Julianus is more like covering science and logic. And some aspects of magic. And Magnus is more like representing this like a secret side, a mystery.
Take care if you're venturing too far from town. That's a bitter wind coming off the Sea of Ghosts.
Cool. The bitter wind coming from the Sea of Ghosts. And the Sea of Ghosts is of course the sea north of Skyrim. And here we are, Winterhold. Okay. What a lovely little town. It's worth a try. Yeah, some local drama.
Oh, could sure use a warm bed right about now.
True, true, my friend. Alright. So this is Winterhold. Wow, we're here actually.
I fear the night, because the werewolves and vampires don't.
Yikes. Okay, so there should be a path. Let's see where this takes us. Nice, mate. We can go down. This should take us to the coast. Like, I don't know why they didn't make a road from Winterhold to Dawnstar. Like, every other city is connected very kind of well. But for some reason... See, there's no road. Now there's like a footsteps here, but this is not really a road. Well, let's follow this. Like a half road, semi-road. Look at this, guys. Wow. Ooh. So sublime. Yeah. I got chills. Beautiful. I don't know, to me this is beautiful. I kind of love this Arctic environment. I actually wanted to do, I will eventually do, which is another reason not to uninstall this mod list. I want to do ambience video, and I had this idea for such a long time. Basically it will be called Atmoran Meditations, and it will be like an ambience video similar to one I made about Falkreath, where I show different views and different sceneries without music. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I had to do this video soon. And of course I'll call it Atmoran Meditation because Atmora is like this lost continent north of Tamriel. And according to the lore, this is where man came from. And in my mind, it always reminds me of Hyperborea. Because there's also this like very... like a fringe theory. Which existed kind of till 19th century. It was actually kind of popular till the 19th century. There was this theory that the Garden of Eden was actually in the North Pole. And I'm not going to go into depth, but basically they say that Hyperborea was this like a Eden, Garden of Eden or paradise. And once it started getting cool or cold, the climate changed, the man migrated to the south. Which is basically, if you read, it's a story of Elder Scrolls. The Atmora, the original continent, started getting cool, like colder. The climate was changing and they had to migrate south. So I wonder if the developers of Bethesda actually knew about this. Like really obscure theory. And actually in the 19th century there were some scientists who wrote books about this. And today is almost like forgotten, no one knows of course. But yeah, there was a time when people actually believed that the human race originates in the North Pole. Or at least some believed that like a Caucasian or white or Indo-European race originated from the North Pole. Which in Tamriel would be Nords, right? So man originated from the North Pole. From the Atmora actually. So there's some similarities between these like stories or theories, which makes me wonder that developers kind of knew about it. And then also we have Redguards or Yokudans, who originate from Yokuda. And Yokuda kind of reminds me of Atlantis. It's more like a reminiscent of Atlantis. It's in the west, right? And it's sink down. So it could be again that the authors of Elder Scrolls, look at this. This is amazing, man. I mean, I don't know why, I really love this kind of environment. This is like Arctic, right? But there's nothing in our world that looks like this. I hope so, because if there is, I'm gonna have to visit, right? Before I die, I have to visit a place like this and see Northern Lights. That's like on my wish list. But going back to the theories, so Yokuda and Atmora kind of reflect Atlantis and Hyperborea. At least I think it reminds me of that. And so then we'll have like a Redguards who would actually, if that's true, they kind of have totally different origin than the Nords. And I think the rest of the human races, like Imperials and even Bretons, they also like they are kind of like offsprings or branches from the original Nordic race. That's how I understand. And then of course we have elves as a whole, like a totally separate creation. This is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna follow the coastline to Dawnstar. Oh, there's another shrine to Talos, and there's a Winterhold. Listen to the waves. Oh yeah, I definitely gonna make a video, ambience video, with this region. And there are some developers from Beyond Skyrim project. They are working on Atmora. I'm actually very excited for that. There are many different like teams within like a Beyond Skyrim project, and each of them works in a different region. So there's a team working on Atmoran, there's a team working on of course Cyrodiil, I think Hammerfell, Elsewhere, Argonia. They're pretty much covering entire Tamriel. So, wow, look at that. And there's also another island, I think it's called Roscrea or something like that. And I think that's also like an island north of Skyrim, but I'm not sure. But I'm very fascinated by this like mythical lost lands, even within Skyrim or Tamriel or Elder Scrolls lore. The idea of lost lands, it's amazing. Alright, so we are gonna follow the coast. We should be able to see Frostflow Tower soon. And also the statue of Azura. Hello there. I'm just walking by. I miss those. So this is like a Horker. I forgot the name. And in Morrowind, in the Blood Moon, once we go to the island of Solstheim, they also have Horkers, but they look different. They look scarier. And it's been a really long time since I went to the Solstheim in Skyrim. So I wonder if there's also like those different kinds of Horkers there. Which also, I remember now, I haven't been on a Solstheim in many years. I actually went there once on the very first playthrough. I went there and that's it. And I explored maybe half of the island. I never actually even finished the Dragonborn DLC. And I still have Wyrmstooth, which is a DLC sized mod. And I also have Beyond Skyrim Bruma, which is also DLC sized mod. I actually have so many things here to do unfinished. Which is again another is that Frostflow there? I think accidentally I ended up on some dungeon island. I need to go back to the coast. But there are many reasons why should I keep Skyrim on the installed on my laptop. Actually, one of the reasons why I also want to uninstall is because it takes so much space and I have limited space. So, but I still have enough for Starfield. Plenty of space for Starfield, so it should be fine. Wow, this is so relaxing. I don't know, you just feel like far away from everything. I could sit here and listen to the waves all day. Okay, chill. Alright. I hope you guys are having fun. We are not even halfway through, I think. This is crazy. I had no idea how long this is gonna take. Maybe I should save occasionally. Alright. Just in case. Okay, I'm still waiting to see the Frostflow lighthouse. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's a very tragic place. There's a Redguard family that's murdered by these Chorses, or how you call them. It's a scary place. It's actually one of the better quests, and it's a very sad one too. I talk a little bit about it in my video about Morthal Gothic. So let's go here. I'm trying to avoid the deep water as much as I can. The water looks beautiful, like I would just swim there. It looks so cold and fresh. Like I bet you can just drink. Well, not this one, this is salt water. But the streams, the freshwater streams in the Skyrim, I bet you could just drink them. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I remember my dad used to tell me stories. So back in Europe, when he was young, so this is like 60s, he lived in a very like a rural area in the village. So it was not polluted, it was very clean. You could actually, like, people would gather like a fresh water from the streams for cooking. Like they would use that water for cooking, for food. Now, for today, that's unimaginable. Okay, so is that frost flow? Or is that... No, I think this is the frost flow. And that over there is already Dawnstar. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have to go down now. Without dying, please. Somehow I always end up in this, like, dangerous places. Oh, there's a statue of Azura. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the... How you call it? Not a lighthouse, it's a torch. Oh, beacon, yeah, beacon. Oh, there's the white fox. And this is like a very nice piece of like ambient storytelling. Like there's no quest or anything related, but if you go inside this little like a campsite, you'll find Mara's amulet. Where it is? There it is, Amulet of Mara, and 2 beds, which basically means there was a couple there. They probably spent a romantic evening here by the campfire. As far as I know, there's no tragedy here. There's no bones. Nothing bad happened. However, I wonder why they left the amulet here and some sweets. It looks like they had to like leave suddenly. It could be someone from Dawnstar. I wonder if like there's like a affair going on in Dawnstar between a couple of NPCs. Alright, so now we're going to Dawnstar. Beautiful city. And now there's a straight path, a road to, well, Morthal. And then from Morthal, we're gonna go to Solitude. Awesome. Let's find our way. Here. Alright, let's say farewell to the northern coast. It was really, really nice walking here. Wow, it's very windy and cold here. Dawnstar Sanctuary. Is that a Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary? I don't think I've ever been there. And Dawnstar discovered. Nice. Wow, look at the ship. We can also take a boat to Solitude, but we're not gonna do that, of course. We're gonna walk. So we're already a few hours into the second day, but it's so cloudy I haven't even noticed. There are some beams of light shining through heavy clouds. Oh, it's a nice view there. That's a Windcaller temple. Oh, I remember now. The Windcaller temple, which is related to a very, very good quest. Daedric quest to Vermina. It's one of my favorite quests, actually. I always side with Erandur. He's a Dunmer priest of Mara. He's a very cool character. Has a nice, like, a backstory. Has a nice backstory. I really enjoy this this quest.
Need something?
And Erandur is actually one of my favorite followers, companions. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna save in every city. Just in case. Alright, let's say farewell to Dawnstar. There is actually on YouTube a video, I forgot the name of the channel. So they're doing like an Unreal Engine of different locations of Skyrim. So they did entire Dawnstar in Unreal Engine. It looks realistic, like a basically like a real life scale of Dawnstar, and they also of Whiterun. It looks really amazing. Okay, so now like a short path south, and then we're gonna continue to the right. And that over there is a windswept ruin, I remember. And I believe there's like a quest added by a creation mod about the Vigilants. There's actually a nice quest about the Vigilants of Stendarr in Dawnstar to get their armor. Alright, here it is. So if we go there, we're gonna eventually end up in Whiterun, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go here. Now this is a very dangerous road originally. If I turn the combat AI, I think I probably wouldn't survive. This is one of the most dangerous roads. I don't know, before, every time I walk here, like I'll be attacked by really dangerous groups of bandits. Like very high level. And there's like a bunch of like a snow or ice wolves and ice rats. And like so many things are like encountering here. Alright. Oh, Windward Ruin. My bad. I thought it's called Windswept. Windward, yeah. I think there are also some kind of like ancient Nordic ruins. Basically tombs. And along this way we're gonna find one village. What's the name? Stone something. I forgot the name. There's like a mine. And then soon after this mine, we're gonna find Morthal. Yeah, the sun is trying to break through these clouds, but it's kinda like struggling. There should be like a carriage somewhere around here, which was attacked by bandits. Which also again reminds me of a Wild West. I talked about that earlier. Like every once in a while you see these carriages, they're like just like ravaged. I think it should be right here somewhere. And then as soon as you approach the carriage, there'll be like a bunch of bandits attacking you. They're gonna spawn nearby. Oh yeah, a little bit further. All right. I have to say I miss snow. Ever since I came to Hong Kong, I haven't seen snow. I miss the cold weather in general. I guess I consider myself like a more of a winter person. Okay, so wait a minute. Is it here or there? I'm confused now. No, I think this is the main road here. I don't remember that other path, but I think it will just take us to the coast. Okay, I don't remember this part. This is a dwarven ruin, right? I don't remember did I make a wrong choice again? Wrong path. It's strange that I haven't seen any carriage. There's always a carriage here left on the road. That's weird. Please tell me we are taking the road to Morthal. I find the lack of road signs in general quite disturbing, to be honest. It doesn't look like we are going southwards, so I think it's a good direction. Whoa, what's that? Is this like a... Oh yeah. Another icy spriggan. She was ready to attack me, but she can't because I turn off combat AI. Otherwise I'll be dead long time ago because I'm level 1. And I don't want like combat to disturb this relaxing tour. Oh yeah, that's a labyrinthian there. Okay, so I think it's a good way. We are on a good track. Labyrinthian. So if we cross this, it's a really large ruin actually, Labyrinthian. And if you cross to the other side, we'll end up in Tundra. And then eventually to Whiterun. But we're gonna approach Whiterun from the other way. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's a horsey. And here are the bandits. They're ready to attack me. Oh, they're ready to attack her. These are high level bandits. Like, how could I deal with them? I'm only level 1. Look at this. That's a steel soldier armor. They all have like two-handed weapons. Very, very nasty. Oh, there's someone walking behind me. I think there's like a bunch of like traveling merchants. Alright. So we are slowly approaching Morthal. And there's always some like frost spider around here. There's a good chance you're gonna hear or even see some. There's Solitude over there. And there's the village. I've been followed. Imagine like NPC follows you all the way around Skyrim. That would be so weird. This is like a stone something mine. I forgot the name. Stone Hills, yeah. Stone Hills. All right.
Well,
Oh, it's a purple butterfly. Oh, there's so many butterflies here. What the hell? Whoa, what's going on here? So many colored butterflies. These are probably Vigilants of Stendarr. Yep.
Walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
True, true. I know that they get lots of hate. I actually love Vigilants of Stendarr. They're one of my favorite factions. And too bad they're not joinable. But again, I understand why they get so much hate. But I had this experience on my very first playthrough where I really just started Skyrim and I was so like almost euphoric for the first time playing. I really didn't know much about Skyrim because I skipped all the gameplay reviews and everything. So I started playing and I was running around and getting lost. And I remember running across tundra and I ended up fighting some wolves and I was diseased and my health was like very low. And I kind of ran away all the way north. I wanted to go to the Solitude for some reason. I was like level 1 or 2, something like that. I just started the game. And I was running across, chased by wolves and whatnot. I was panicking. And I missed the path towards Solitude. And I ended up in the forest behind Solitude. And I remember there was like a blizzard and I couldn't see anything. Oh, the guy over there goes to the Labyrinthian. That's a Labyrinthian. Good luck. There's a bunch of like ice trolls there. So anyways, I ended up in this forest behind Solitude. And I was lost. I had no idea what to do. I was still diseased. And I didn't know at that time, like, will the disease kill me? Do I have to get cured soon or not? Again, it was my first playthrough. So I was like ready to give up. I'm gonna die. And I saw in the distance on the road like 2 silhouettes. And I thought they're probably bandits. They're gonna attack me and kill me and that's it. So I approached anyways and I saw Vigilants of Stendarr. I didn't know much about those guys. And as I approached, they start talking about the light and everything. And they offered to heal me. And I was like, oh really? They're gonna heal me? And you know, one of them like said, oh, Stendarr bless you or whatever. And I was cured by disease. And I remember I was so like happy. And ever since then, like they're my guys. I love Vigilants of Stendarr. And actually I used to play with the mods. This is like a long time ago. I would like find all kinds of like Vigilant of Stendarr related mods. And some of them are actually very cool because they offer the chance to roleplay as one. And like very basic things, like you could join and you can do patrols and like some very basic missions where you like from chopping woods for them for the hall to like slaying Daedra worshippers. So I very enjoyed those kind of like quests mods. It's one of my favorite time in Skyrim in general when I roleplay as a Vigilant of Stendarr, because their build is kind of limited. If you truly want to roleplay like vanilla Vigilant of Stendarr, their builds are really weak actually. Okay, now we're gonna descend down to Morthal, and because they wear like robes, and then from the armor you only have like gauntlets and boots, and you can only like use maces. So it's a very limited like kind of build, but that's the fun I guess of roleplay. When you roleplay, you want to roleplay something that's like a, I guess, more limited and okay. We discovered Morthal, nothing else here. I've spent a lot of time here while I was making a video of Morthal Gothic, so I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave. Let's go to Solitude. And Solitude is like a pure, like a opposite from Morthal. And Solitude is right there across the forest, the marsh there. It's a fair amount to walk. Oh. What's this guy doing here? An Imperial soldier. Anyways. It's a good walk from here to Solitude. And again, Morthal is like all this like very dead, dumpy place. And Solitude is all like cheerful, alive. Vibrant city, I guess. Oh, it's almost nighttime again. I feel like we missed the entire day because it was so cloudy. I didn't see much of the sun. Oh, there's a spider. There's the spider. And they are animated so good, they used to freak me out. I have like a mild arachnophobia. And I used to have issues with them, man. The first few playthroughs, I will like close my eyes and swing weapon. Or I will use like a archery to take him from afar. Who's this guy? Oh, it's a noble. And the Imperial soldier was his bodyguard. But his bodyguard left him. I think they're all just broken because I turned off AI. So that's why they're acting so broken. Hello there. You know, in all these years, I think once I tried to ride a horse a little bit, and that's it. I never like play with a horse in Skyrim. But I'm seeing some mods. Actually, I don't know if this is like a vanilla mechanic or a mod, but I've seen like a combat while mounted, so you can like ride a horse and swing a weapon at enemies, which is really cool actually. Very knightly. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of exit this like a snowy forested region, and we're gonna cross the bridge, and there will be a marsh on the right, and on the left there is this like a region kind of halfway between the tundra and the reach, I guess. So it's very diverse, this section over here. There's Solitude. So far, I mean, so close yet so far away. But we're gonna have to walk all the way there to unlock it on our map. I'm actually excited for this part because I rarely walk through Reach. So that's gonna be cool. All right. This is going to be a night 2. Let's see how many days will take us to finish this tour. And this is yet another dungeon occupied by Necromancers. Snow Hawk. I think it's called Snow Hawk. Yep. You can hear rattling of the bones already. It's pretty crazy how these people, like these necromancers, can just like almost like publicly openly like just be there, and you know, there's simply no one that can deal with them, because all the guards are kind of occupied protecting the cities from raiding bandits and dragons and the civil war. It's just such a chaos all over the place that you have these necromancers and various like bandits and groups of criminals that basically like do whatever they want. Like they own these parts of the Skyrim. They often like request money from you to pass through the, you know, the gate. It's fun, really. We have like a house here. I think it's a shack. We have to go all around to Solitude. It's right there. Yeah, it's right there. It's a nice view, man. That's a blue palace right there. What is this place here? What's this? I have no memory of this place. Tall Mast Tavern. What? Well, first time seeing this place, and of course it's added by a mod. I'm not sure which mod, but I do remember this, yeah, this shack. And it's a sort of like a tragic story. I think, from what I remember, the owner, some hunter or whatever, he was sick, and he basically was dying. He wrote in a journal, and he died from some illness. And this dog was his pet, right? It was his dog. And the dog is basically walking around having no owner. But I don't remember if you can adopt the dog. Whoa. So this guy is a necromancer. He's just walking around. Who are you? By the way, I can't tell on them, but yeah, this is a Thalmor. Sometimes they almost look like vampires. This is their face, their bone structure. But on one of my recent playthroughs, when I was kind of like messing around, and I was attacked by a Thalmor outlaw or something like that. It was like a random encounter. But the weird thing was that even though it was a Thalmor, his skin was like a human color. It wasn't even like pale or nothing. It was just like a human color Thalmor. And I do wonder if it's a mod or a bug. Like sometimes you don't know. Because I know in a vanilla Skyrim, I don't think they have like a human-colored Dunmers. But I wish I was recording back then. But literally there was a Dunmer, like Dunmer face, and the voice and everything. But his skin was like a like Nord. It was really a strange sight. Oh. There's a parallel road over there. Okay, let me see. Did I miss a road? But there's also a bridge over there. Because we had to turn right to Solitude. One of the challenges is really to not get lost. Which is amazing. After thousands of hours spent in the game, you can still kinda get lost. And I love it. I love that. Okay. We're gonna go here. So the crazy part is that we'll probably have to walk all the way back the same road from Solitude. It's a road from Solitude to Markarth. It's gonna be a long one. Yeah, there is Solitude. So we're gonna cross the Dragon Bridge. I think that's a Dragon Bridge there. Oh, actually, okay, we're there. Slowly we are approaching. And Dragon Bridge is one of my favorite villages. It's I don't know, it's really cool. I think Rorikstead is one of my least favorite villages. Even though it's like shrouded in this mystery about Rorikstead, right? Like these conspiracy theories, it's all fun and everything. But really, just to get to Rorikstead, the whole village is actually surprisingly isolated. It's far away from everywhere. Like for example, if you want to walk from Whiterun to Rorikstead, it's a really long walk. Even though it's basically in the same hold, Whiterun hold. But the Dragon Bridge, I think because of this bridge and the location and everything, it's kind of like charming. It's very charming. And there's also a nice little quest added by the creation content or the creation club. It's also about some armor. I remember it. Alright, we discovered the Dragon Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're gonna go this way. No, that way. This way? That way. This way. And on the left we have... it's a secret service basically. They replaced the blades. What's their name? Penuculus something, I forgot. Let me just see their name. Penitus Oculatus, yes, that's the one. Penitus Oculatus. They're basically like a secret service of the Emperor, of the Empire.
Are you a soldier? One day, I'm going to be a soldier.
Good, good, good. Let's save. Alright. Yeah, we will most likely have to return the same way. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. There's really no other way to approach Solitude. It's strategically, I guess, built on such a location. There's only one way towards it. And I think we're gonna pass one of the most liked locations in Skyrim. The Meridia's Temple. Meridia's Beacon. Everyone's favorite quest. Yeah, I think Meridia's Temple is there. I actually don't mind that quest. I think it's more like a meme because of the Meridia's Beacon and the voice line. But I don't mind the quest because you can get like lots of gold actually, and I really like the sword we get, Dawnbreaker. Is the sword Dawnbreaker? Or a shield Dawnbreaker? I forgot now. But anyways, at the end of the quest line, the Meridia's quest, we get this like very cool looking sword, which deals additional damage to the undead. I think including the vampires, because vampires are undead. So it's pretty awesome, especially for someone like me who plays like a holy paladins and knights. And Meridia is like a Daedra, but there are some theories about Meridia being actually Aedra. Like Aedra in the exile or something like that. I don't know why are these trees growing in the middle of a road. It's kind of weird. Alright. What's this? All right. You hear the sound? That's the sound of a fox. They have this really like a loud scream. It can sound scary in the middle of the night, especially if it's close to you. Alright, so on my first playthrough, if you guys remember, I said I was running and I went that way, which I thought it's leading to Solitude, but it's actually this way. Because I saw Solitude up there, so I thought the road up will lead to Solitude. But what's that? What's that? Who's that? Some suspicious individuals. Who are they? Is it Thalmor? Imperials will fall, we will rise. Thalmor.
Walk away now.
Oh yeah.
Walk away now.
Oh yeah, that's Thalmor and a Stormcloak prisoner. Alright. Solitude. To me, Solitude always had this like a Renaissance charm. It looks very Renaissance-y. Compared to some like towns that look more medieval. So Solitude has this like a more like advanced, I guess, feel. More developed. Especially the architecture and everything. I don't know why. But there's also like actually lots of elements of Renaissance. It's not all medieval. Like some clothes on NPCs, actually it's like a Renaissance era clothing. Okay, so do we have to cross all the way there to discover Solitude? I think usually I had to like go inside.
to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rickon. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rodbeer.
Alright. You don't want to end up like Rogveer, that's for sure. Rogveer. Solitude. Yeah, let's walk inside, I guess. Positions.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogveer. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
As far you need to go.
That's all I want to hear.
Go home and stay
Positions.
here
You
until you're
betrayed.
You betrayed us. How dare you? Now we gotta walk all the way back to Dragon Bridge and then south to Markarth. It's gonna be a long walk. And God help me there in the Reach, because those roads are very confusing to me. I rarely go there. And especially some playthroughs where I walk everywhere, and if I increase difficulty, I don't know why, like I always found that region very difficult. Look at this, guys, look at this Khajiit clothes.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers. Goods and wares of all kinds.
Isn't this the most awesome outfit, man?
Yes.
It's just lovely. Sorry, my Khajiit friend, I don't have time to talk to you now. And
Come and see what goods I offer.
come and see what moon sugar I offer. Anyways, what I was talking about Reach. I think I have PTSD from the Reach because there was one playthrough. I did like a role playing, like immersive. I walk everywhere. It was like very difficult with mods. And bro, I was like fighting some Forsworn and some wildlife, and I was having such a rough time in the Reach area. It was crazy. And you can't even really escape because all the roads are narrow. They're like cliffs and mountains everywhere. It's kind of hard to like escape into the wilderness, to hide somewhere. So I was having like a rough time, and I think eventually I just paid for a carriage. Okay. Now going back to the Dragon Bridge. And I'm still waiting for a Tamriel Rebuilt update before I start the playthrough. And it's crazy because they never tell you their exact date. So for a couple of months already they've been saying, oh, it's coming out. It can come out today, tomorrow, or in a month. You never know. But every day I keep checking the site. And I really want to explore Tamriel Rebuilt, the new area. But we're gonna leave that discussion for Morrowind. Let's stay in Skyrim now. So now we have left, let's see what, we have Markarth, Falkreath and Whiterun. Right? It's a clear night. Oh, look at the moons. I like how the moon is kind of like desaturated. Sometimes it's very red, but on some nights it's almost like pale red. I don't know, I really like it. And again, that whole lore about moon being the body of Lorkhan, I don't really get it. Like, is it like a literal body or metaphorically speaking? Like, I have no idea. And I think Secunda, the smaller moon, is somehow related to Stendarr, but I'm not sure how exactly. So, yep. Elder Scrolls lore sometimes can be really kind of difficult to understand. It's often like metaphorical. Oh, who's running there? So that could be a vampire. Like sometimes you see like a vampire is running around. It's almost like they're running away from someone. So that NPC could be a vampire. But they're not aggressive, they just run. This is the legendary Headless horseman. Wow, so many encounters. Escaping vampire, Headless horseman. And these are of course the vampires who cosplay Vigilants of Stendarr.
That's close enough, fool. Now you die.
Oh, really? Yep. I remember the very first time I encountered these guys. I could tell right away they're vampires because of their eyes. But before Dawnguard, the vampires actually look kind of similar to like a regular NPCs, so it's hard to tell the difference. So it's more creepy. Okay. Now we are back in Dragon Bridge, sorry. I was about to say Dawnstar. We left Dawnstar a long time ago. There's some grass growing on the road here. Looks pretty cool. So now I really gotta be careful to stay on the road to Markarth, because there will be branching road to Whiterun, to Falkreath, all kinds of crazy stuff. And so far I haven't used the map, so I really don't want to use the map at all. And then if it happens that I kind of get lost, I'm just gonna like try to navigate myself in game. So that area there, that's Reach, right? Across this, across those trees there. The bridge is actually really big. Alright, so now we need to go straight. And I really just want to find like a sign. I need to find a sign to Markarth. If we go left, we're gonna go back to Morthal. Yep, there's a bridge. So there should be a road straight ahead towards Markarth. Yes, there is one there. I think there is, yeah. On the other side. Right. saying farewell to Halffinger Hold. I think that's the name of the Solitude hold. And welcome to the Reach. Another carriage. Being ambushed. And yeah, they have like a journal. And you can kind of see what's going on. Very sad. I think they've been killed by even Thalmor, if I remember. I think there's a cave nearby, which eventually leads to the Thalmor. It's very deep and dark. There somewhere. But it's been a long time since I played that, so I don't remember. Alright, so now we are going into the Reach, the land of many danger, including Forsworn, or the Reachmen. Oh yeah, there's like a boat and some really primitive looking shacks, or what's that? Yeah, the cave should be there somewhere. I think the cave is somewhere around that waterfall, maybe? Behind the waterfall? Oh. Assassin.
All right.
Oh, thief.
Hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Here, take it. Just leave me alone.
What a coward. Didn't even put up a proper fight.
You removed 200 gold, whatever. Go feed your family. Let's see. Alright, this is now very, very important. Markarth to the left, of course, yeah. But Whiterun is also to the left, as well as Kart Wasten. So be careful not to lose your direction. Let's see. And the Reach, how would I describe the Reach? It's a very difficult region to navigate. It's full of rocks. It's very, how do you call it, craggy? Is that a word, craggy? Oh, I like this pond. Alright, there's another bridge. And there's the shack. I think the shack over there is the one owned by crab hunters. I think there are some hunters, they like hunt for mud crabs. I think that's... No, this is the bandit camp. Oh, yes. Well, I have to follow this road. Like, sometimes the road will lead to a bandit camp. Robbers Gorge, yeah. They don't even hide. They name it Robbers Gorge. It's like totally public, you know? Public knowledge. Yep. I already gave money to a robber before me, man. Before you guys. I don't think I have enough gold to pay them. Uh-oh. Oh. Look at that. Careful. Someone might get hurt here. Jeez, these people these days, man. Anyways, as I was saying, the road to Markarth, the truly dangerous one. I'm gonna write a bad review about this place, that's for sure. Robber's Gorge, 0 out of 5. Okay. And I think right there uphill, there's gonna be another ambush. So it's like this whole region is full of ambushes. A bad economy. Okay. We are still on the way to Markarth. That's a good thing. So yeah, I was thinking the Reach. I think what they tried is like they tried to give the region like kind of like a Celtic or Celtic aesthetics or atmosphere, if that makes sense. I think Forsworn or the Bretons or the Reachmen, whatever, they obviously have a little like a Celtic influence. And is it? Yeah, this is the only way here. So we gotta go up here, and I think actually we're gonna be close to Rorikstead. We're gonna approach close to Rorikstead. But I don't wanna go there, I wanna go to Markarth. Someone is walking again there. And I think originally there's like a ambush scripted around here. Beldama. He's probably like a traveling merchant. Okay, we are somewhere between Whiterun and Reach. Looks like it. Oh. He's trying to ambush me. Careful with that knife. Go. Okay, the road sign. Thank you. Okay, so Whiterun is there. Markarth is here. Alright, this way. Ooh, I see a giant. Giants are so cool. Like, I think their lore kind of... Oh, this is the one with the painted cow. There's a painted cow. The sacrificial cow. They basically take these cows to their camps and fry them and eat them. And I think according to the lore, the giants originate from Atmora. Because Atmora should be like full of giants. And there are some theories, I don't know how true they are, that say the giants were originally like more intelligent, like regular people, that somehow descended into this like primitive tribal state. And not even tribal, they're really just like primitive, like a caveman state. Could be true, who knows. But they are a really cool addition to the lore, and like Skyrim wouldn't be the same game without them. They're like so iconic. Oh wow, I think I've rarely used this road. It's really amazing when you discover like a road that you barely ever walked on, or if you ever walked on, used it before. It's cool to discover like new things after so many years of playing the game. Let's take a look at this view over here. That should be all like a reach all around us. And the one thing I love Reach, actually one thing I like to do in the Reach is, and the reason why I would even visit is the juniper berries. I don't know why. The trees look kind of cool. I love the trees, the way they look, and also the berries. I just love collecting them. So, and they're growing right here in this region. I kind of like how every region has its own thing. Like Tundra has a cotton, and then Morthal has like a nightshades and death bells. Reach has juniper berries, and then I don't know, like the Eastmarch has this like some kind of grapes, I forgot. Oh, this is that ruin. I think there are like Forsworn inside. Yeah. I think this is one of the more rare examples of Forsworn actually living inside some like a human-made ruin, or the like imperial ruin. This was obviously made by Empire some time ago, and it's been abandoned and retaken by Forsworn. Broken Tower redoubted, because Forsworn usually lives in caves. Like I think they prefer natural environments, caves and forests. But they look so cool, man. So folk metal. Just look at this face paint, the fashion. And even their weapons are like primitive. It's really, I love it. Of course, she'll like try to murder me if I turn my combat AI on, but now we have a chance to actually look at them from close. But I love like what Bethesda does. Like they make all this like different, I guess the word is anachronistics maybe. So in one game you have like a Renaissance era like architecture or fashion, but at the same time you have Forsworn, who are basically, if you look at their fashion, their weapons and everything, it's like a Bronze Age, like prehistory. And then you have everything in between. You have like a Roman Empire, like ancient century. You have like a Middle Ages. It's all kind of like mixed in. I really love that. I think if you just stick to one time period, like if they just try to like make everything medieval, it will be like too monotonous. All right. I love that single big tree over there on the top of the hill. Yeah, so now this is the heart of the Reach. So you see, guys, what I was saying, like the roads are really narrow and it's really kind of hard to like explore. It's very steep. It's very, I don't know. It just looks very hostile for exploration. But it does look beautiful, really. And one of my favorite soundtracks for Skyrim is a song called The Reach. And of course it plays in the Reach, but I think it plays around other areas too. I just love that tune. And here are the juniper berries. I just love the way the trees look. So let's save. Alright. Nice. I think we're gonna have a... We're entering dawn. So yeah, regarding Forsworn, I still don't know like what kind of like religion they practice. If you just look at the game, it's not really like oh, Markarth is this way. I don't think they ever point out. Maybe it's written in some book somewhere, I forgot, but it's never like specifically told. Like, do they worship one of the divines, or Daedra even, or something totally else? Like, I know they kind of worship hag ravens. Like, hag ravens are like their wise woman leaders, whatever. And hag ravens are basically these like beasts or creatures, half woman, half birds, that transform. They used to be witches who are transformed via magic into these like really like a dangerous, ugly creatures. And I don't know really how they do that, but it probably requires like a very powerful magic. But like, do they actually like worship any kind of like a deity? I don't know. Kind of before I thought they maybe worship Hircin, because Hircin is like a Daedric prince of the wilderness and animals. And I know, I kind of like imagine them as being his worshippers, but probably not. I'm sure there are like many theories online. But to me, it looks like they like have some kind of like a really like a primitive folk, like shamanistic religion. Oh yeah, and then they also have these what's their name? Briar hearts, right? So you usually have hag ravens and they have briar hearts. And briar hearts, if you look at them, like they have their hearts removed and they are kind of revived. I think it's a form of necromancy. So they're killed sacrificially, their hearts are removed and they are brought back to life. And they have this like strange looking like helmets and masks made of thorns or whatever. And they're really strong, like very powerful. So they do some kind of like a black magic. In a lack of better terms, I would call it like a black magic, black arts. Practiced by the Forsworn. Some like very ancient form of witchcraft. Alright. It's a beautiful dawn here at the Reach. Let's see, where do we go now? I guess nothing but going straight forward. Blind Cliff Cave discovered. Ooh. Looks cozy though. Like 10/10. I'll go inside. Juniper. It just looks so cool. Like, I hate when the dragons attack me in the Reach. Because there's like nowhere to hide, to take cover. You're kind of left vulnerable. I mean, look at this region. It's so hostile looking. But there is a charm to it, really. Like all this fog. Wow, look at that. Nice, mate. Alright, let's cross another bridge. There's so many ruins around. Right, look at the hills. I mean, the mountains in the distance. I forgot the name of these mountains. They're like a Dragon Tail Mountains and some other ones I forgot. They're basically separating Skyrim from Hammerfell and High Rock. Olskigor Mine. Okay, now this is tricky. Okay, let's see the road sign. These are also Forsworn. Yeah, this is like totally like a Bronze Age. Reminds me of Bronze Age. So what's going on is like they are actually attacking this mine currently. But we are not seeing any combat now, of course. So we're getting close to Markarth. And then when we go back, I think, to Whiterun, we're gonna cross the bridge the other way. Alright. And Markarth is kind of like hidden deep in the mountains. Which kind of makes sense because it's basically an ancient dwarven ruin or a city. It's one of the rare cities made by dwarves or dwemer that's on the surface, not underground. Like those guys were obsessed by digging underground. And this is like I said, one of the rare occasions when they're built entire towns on the surface, on the land. So, which is why kind of like it's so isolated, so deep in the mountains. Nice. We're almost there. I think for Markarth, like one of the most like memorable things for me is the cannibalistic cult. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? But if someone by any chance doesn't know, I'm not gonna spoil too much. But that's the one thing that I really kind of remember, like how there are some people who are like secretly cannibals. They gather around, they eat humans. Human flesh. Okay, Markarth is... should be right there. Oh, another Khajiit camp. And these guys have blue clothes.
Need something?
So cool. And on the way back, we can go here. Which is a good thing. We don't have to walk all the way back with the same road. It's kind of beautiful here in this area. It looks very safe, like very cozy. Like too bad it's all corrupted and ran by really like bad, corrupt clans. And I'm talking about you, Silverbloods. It's like one of the worst families in Skyrim, I think. In my opinion. I think they're called Silverbloods. They basically own all the silver mines here and they're very rich. Like every city had like a couple of clans. They're like local nobles or nobility or aristocracy. And some are like, you know, more corrupt, more cruel than the others. But my impression is that the Silverbloods are like one of the most evil. I mean, they're basically like a criminal organization. There it is. Markarth. The city of stone. The city of cannibals. Wow, looks kind of cool like this, man. Long time no see, Markarth. Wow. That looks crazy. That looks crazy good. So one thing for the Dwemer, I mean, obviously their architecture is different from the architecture in Morrowind, which is explained by it's built by different clans, so different regions, so it's kind of like a looks different. And I actually like this one because it looks very like a central South American, like Aztecs or Mayans. Wow, look at this. Is this like because of the mods? I don't remember Markarth looking so good, man. Holy cow. Look at these views.
Damn stormcloaks. Oblivion take them. Every miserable last one of them.
Yes. Yes, brother. Those damn Stormcloaks. Let's just discover it on the map. Oh, we're gonna witness the assassination.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home. Oh, this pendant with the Falkreath.
And we go back. That's all I wanted to see. Okay, I have to say, Markarth is surprisingly pleasantly looking. I don't remember it being so warm and... Wow. I don't know what mod is this, but it made even the stone look so beautiful, like rustic and ancient. You can see like how it's like weathered down, and you can feel like how it's warm as well and rough. Nice. Wow. This is really amazing looking, man. You can see like a moss in the stone. Nice. And also another good thing, like when it rains, you see like everything getting wet and like you see reflection. It's a very nice effect.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
No, it's nice weather for a walk, man. Okay, where do we go now? Where do we go now? This way? Is it here? Oh, it's here. Alright. I mean, if you just imagine this architecture in the jungle, you would think like you're in some like a Mayan or Aztec city. I guess in Argonia. I always imagine Argonia. I think I read somewhere that Argonian architecture is similar or inspired by Aztecs. So maybe it's kind of similar to this, or maybe not. I don't know. I never played ESO, so I don't know. Cool, beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day. Look at this water. Don't you just want to wish to jump in and swim? Oh, but there's some mud crabs. Horrible creatures. Let's better not jump in. Alright. We came from there. But now we're going to Whiterun. Actually, no. We're going to Falkreath. Because Falkreath is closer than Whiterun. So let's go to Falkreath and then to Whiterun. And that's the end. That's the last city. Okay, Markarth was surprisingly fun, actually. Okay, now I need to find my way to Falkreath. So let's just go and find the pine forest of Falkreath. And then I can kind of like orient myself. I have no idea how long is this video so far. Like, I don't have any watch here. Yeah, I think the Falkreath, I mean the Reach region is really redesigned and looks very nice. Look at all these rocks. And believe it or not, Septimus is actually performance friendly. Like, this is performance friendly modlist. There are other modlists out there that they look even more amazing, incredible graphic wise. But to me, this is like already enough. Like, I'm totally fine with this. Okay, let's make sure we don't get lost. Okay, so now this is like the branch here. And I don't know which road to take. But this looks like a main road. And there is the Akaviri temple, right? Cloud Haven or something like that. There it is. Whoa, what's that? Akaviri temple. And Akaviri is obviously inspired by the East Asian architecture. Let's see, Whiterun, Riften, Windhelm, Markarth. There's no sign to Falkreath. So I'm gonna like guess that is this way as well. Oh. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, man. Nice. I hear someone chopping wood. Wow, man. Another traveling merchant. Hello?
Yes.
Omleander. Omleander, I think it's a Breton or a Forsworn name. It's not Nord. Wow. You know what? I don't even mind getting lost here. I can totally see why some people like say their favorite region is Reach. I mean, I get it, you know? I get it. Look at this. All right. Riften and Whiterun and Windhelm this way. Well, we started in Riften. So I wonder if I should end this video in Whiterun, which is the last city. Or should I make a full, like a tour back to the beginning? Oh, we have some flying moss here. Thank you. God. I love when I turn off the music, you can hear, you can feel this like a quiet, it's just air, just the wind.
I'm all for diplomacy, but the sooner the Emperor deals with this civil war mess, the sooner we can get back to Cyrodiil.
All right. Nice. All right. Just making sure we're on the right track. I wonder what's there. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's probably a fishing spot. Okay. It's going to be a long walk to Falkreath, so let's move on. I think soon we are going to leave the Reach behind us. I think what we miss here is like some birds flying. So I just imagine like a bird sitting here on the branch, and as I approach, the bird will just fly away. Like, they'll be so immersive. I'm sure there are mods for that. But actually this happens occasionally in Skyrim. They have like this, like a scripted, like a birds flying out of the trees. But it's quite rare. I wonder if Starfield will have like some planets looking similar to this. Alright, it's getting slowly darker. Cloudy. I think we should really appreciate every minute of sunshine, because it's not that often that happens. It's mostly cloudy and rainy here. Oh, this is like some kind of a shrine, if I remember well. I remember once I was attacked by vampires around here. Yeah, this is a shrine to Dibella. I think Dibella is kind of like local, regional deity. Yep, Shrine of Dibella. And Dibellan arts. Let's move on. Yes, they're still... We are still in the Reach, actually. It feels like a late afternoon time now, with the sun slowly descending. But it's kind of like behind the clouds, which is why it's darker. I like that. It's very immersive. So now, as we slowly approach Falkreath, it's getting a little bit greener, if you guys noticed. There's more grass. And look, as soon as the sun comes out of the cloud, it's becoming more bright. I really love this. I never noticed these changes before. It feels so like immersive. Like I can feel like the warmth of the sun once it's outside the cloud. Nice. I can feel like the warmth of these rocks. Or actually, I probably bet they're cold. I don't think they're warm. There isn't enough sunshine here. Oh, I think that one there is a famous, like a ruin. The Bard's Leap or something like that. Actually, one of my first playthroughs, I forgot to mention that. As I was walking around, like, euphorically, like, I had no idea what was I doing. Somehow I ended up on the top of that It's really, really high, that ruin. I think it's called Bard's Leap, but I forgot. But anyways, I was like running around, and I ended up on the top of that. And suddenly I saw a Hagraven and a bunch of Forsworn, and they're about to kill me. So I jumped from the very top, and I landed on the very bottom of the pond. And I survived by miracle. Like, I thought I was gonna die. And man, my adrenaline was like pumping. And then as I left the water, I saw this ghost. And I didn't know back then that's actually what you're supposed to do. And that's why it's called like a Bard's Leap. Like, you're supposed to jump from there all the way top of the waterfall. And then once you do that, like some kind of like an ancient bard ghost will appear. And back then I had no idea about that. So it's really amazing how I actually did the right thing, like what I was supposed to do, without knowing that I need to do that. Yeah, I think it's called Bard's Leap. Right there on the top. And here we have a new type of the spriggan. I think this is a storm spriggan. Wow. Cool. You're cool. That's nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Bard. I don't know if it's called Bard's Leap, but it's something like that. Please forgive me if I'm mistaken. I can't remember all these names. I love this time of the day. Like, it's late afternoon. And they're like long shadows. Wow, look at this, the lightness. It's like half it's like an orangey light. It's not so bright because the sun shines through like a clouds, and there's this haze. It looks so mystical, so beautiful. I had to say I really enjoyed this path to reach. This is amazing. Wow, look at that, man. Enjoy the silence. I think we are about to exit this region very soon. The grass is slowly changing. So we are about to change the biome soon. There's a red wolf. It could be even alpha wolf, I'm not sure. So in the Septimus, they're like a new varieties of creatures, and they are alpha wolves, which are much stronger than regular wolves. They can be like kind of pain in the butt. Rest in peace, goatee. Yep, it's gonna be nighttime soon. Which means we're probably gonna walk through Falkreath forest at night. Scary and spooky. Yep. Oh, that all over there, that's a high Hrothgar. I don't know if you guys can see. The high Hrothgar is all the way there. I can't believe I can see it from here. That's amazing. There's high Hrothgar. So Falkreath is right there. It shouldn't be so hard to miss. Yeah, there are pine trees, so we are entering Falkreath. Alright, there's some dudes running around. Who are you? Orc hunter. So are you an orc hunter? Does it mean you hunt orcs? Or are you an orc who hunts? Alright, so let's try to find a way to Falkreath. Windhelm, Riften, Whiterun. Well. Scratch, scratch. There's no signpost to Falkreath. But I can tell that Whiterun is there. Let's try to go to Falkreath. I mean, we are definitely going to Falkreath. Oh, look at this dude. All right, looks like there are some Forsworn and orcs. Maybe they're fighting between themselves. I have no idea. But what I do know is that we are entering Falkreath for sure. These are the pine forests. The boreal forests of Falkreath. And is there a road here? Is there a road here? It looked like is there a road? Oh, I love this spot. This is the campsite. There's a hunter camping here. Yes, welcome to Falkreath, guys. There's a hunter here. A lonely hunter by the campfire. Yep. Howdy. Oh, I think I made a slight mistake. But it's okay, it's okay. It really looked like there's a road here. Is this a road? Huh. Oh. It's getting dark. I don't want to get lost in the dark. In the forest. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's just imagine, guys, that we are following a very narrow, overgrown forest path. And as long as I go deeper and deeper into Falkreath, I'm pretty sure I can find the city of Falkreath. It's really the only city here. There are no villages in Falkreath from as far as I know. Oh, again, a chicken out of nowhere. What's up with this chicken getting lost everywhere? It looks to me like they're slowly taking over Skyrim. Alright, a road please. Is there a road down there? Is anyone for some mushrooms? No? Wow, I have no idea. Let's just go into this direction. So, finally I'm kind of lost. Kinda, not really, but kinda. I survived the icy regions of Winterhold and Windhelm and everything. I survived the Reach and the Markarth, but I lost in Falkreath. This is the region that kind of like made me lost. It's okay, let's just go deeper and deeper. I think that's a smart idea. If you don't know where to go, just go deeper into the woods. You can't get lost there. Okay. All right. Anybody here? Oh. Imperial soldiers and a prisoner. Okay. I wonder where they're taking the prisoner. Like. Anyways. Kind of looks nice here. Wow. How can this game be so beautiful after like 12 years? I really just regret that there's no... how can I say? I kind of wish that the game is bigger. I kind of talked about that a little bit before. Okay, this is some kind of a path here. Let's go down here. This looks like a path, a road. Actually, just some clear area. It's not even a road. Oh, there might be a road down there. Well, I think the city should be in this direction. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I hardly remember this place. Wow. Gee, I wonder what happened. Oh. What the hell? Oh, it's a fire spriggan. Wolves. Yes, you want something? I don't have treats. Okay. Yeah, these woods are definitely dangerous. Alright. I just need to find the city. I'm sorry I got lost. I really didn't expect that. But as long as I go this way, it should be fine. I mean, as long as I find any road. Let's see. You know what? Let's go this way. I see some light there, but I don't know what's that. Whoa, what the hell is this? I don't remember this place, man. What the hell is this? Twilight Sepulchre discovered. What? I'm definitely not going there. I have no idea what's the place. And it looks to me like it's a mod. I just know the Falkreath is not so far away. It's right here somewhere. So we're gonna continue to the right. All these wolves. Okay. I'm looking for any kind of like a location that I remember. But it's really hard to orientate in Falkreath because it's basically just forest. There's nothing that stands out for me. There's something there. Some kind of a ruin again. Looks unfamiliar. There's so many unfamiliar things here. Oh, I hear a blacksmith. Oh, it's a dungeon. Oh, I know this dungeon. This is a cracked tusk, right? It's full of orcs. I do know this now. Cracked tusk. Yep. With the orcish gang inside. Okay. I kinda know where I am now, but Cracked tusk. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's cracked tusk. Yep.
You turn around and walk away. Now.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I turn around and I'm walking away. I like when they kind of like warn me to leave, which kind of tells you like they don't really want to kill you and they just want to protect their territory. So kind of nice of them. They are much better than those guys who kind of lure you into a trap and kill you, right? There's some kind of strange unknown ruin there, but I don't want to go there. Okay, there's a road. Kinda. Path. Does this road goes here? Oh, there's a road. Okay. Okay, now it's gonna be easy. Kinda. I've really suspected that Falkreath will be the hardest to find. Ironically. Even though I spent a lot of time there. But I really never... I don't think I ever approached Falkreath from the Markarth side. From the Reach. I usually come to Markarth from Whiterun. So I just follow the regular path. So this is what confused me, really. Sorry about that. It probably took me a few extra minutes, but we are now on the right path. And let's save, since we are here. I think it's a good moment to save. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then, once we leave Falkreath, I think we can actually go the other way. Yep, there's Falkreath. Nice. I think to leave Falkreath and to go to Whiterun, we can go the other way which will lead through the Pine Watch. If I remember well my Skyrim. Let's see. Let's go to the... We have to enter the town. Alright. So out of all the towns, Falkreath really reminds me the most of like a old Wild West town. Minus, of course, the medieval guards and all this stuff, weaponry. But it really does look like some Wild West town, like Deadwood, something like that. Yeah, I kind of like Falkreath, the town. I mean, the way it looks and how it's surrounded by this pine forests. It's really cool. I think canonically Falkreath used to belong to the Cyrodiil, to the Empire, at one point. But now it belongs to Skyrim. I think I read about that a long time ago. Which kind of makes sense because Falkreath is all the way south. It's actually very near Cyrodiil. Okay, so now we have to find the other gate. Which is right there. Everyone is sleeping, it's nighttime. I have no idea what time is it. But everyone except the guards is asleep. Okay, this is the other way.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
Yep. This is the other way out. Now we're gonna go... We're actually not so far away from Whiterun. And Riverwood too. We're gonna go through a bandit camp here. And they're gonna try to ambush me. And then we're gonna find Pine Watch. Which is a small, like a cabin. With a secret underground. And the Lakeview, actually location. The location for the Lakeview Manor is also here somewhere. So I am familiar with this place now. All right. So relaxing. Yeah, at the beginning of this tour, I wasn't kind of sure if I'm gonna keep Skyrim or not, but now after I play through all of this, after seeing all these regions, I think I'm gonna keep Skyrim, and just in case, because I really like the way Septimus feels and looks like. It's really, for me, in many ways, it's my ideal Skyrim. It's kind of weird with the Morrowind. Even though I played modern Morrowind and everything, I don't change so much gameplay. I just change kind of like graphics and make it a little bit more modernized. But with Skyrim, when I use this mod, like this mod list, for example, has like hundreds of mods, and every single aspect of the game is changed. And I really prefer Skyrim like this, even though I don't mind playing vanilla. So, who's this? Farmer. Yeah, this is the ambush site. Oh, gotta be careful because these stones can kill me. But I really enjoy Skyrim the most when it's kind of like slightly modified like this. And Septimus really offers the best experience for me, where you still feel like you're playing Skyrim vanilla, but all the game mechanics and quests and mods are here just to complement the vanilla game. The game doesn't feel too different. Like some mod lists out there that I've seen you really feel like you're playing a different game. The combat is different. Like here, the combat is just more challenging. It's a little bit more difficult, more in depth. But it's not like a swinging anima style. The many modelists actually do that. They change combat into something very flashy. It looks almost like a Final Fantasy game or something like that. Like full of like flashy moves, flying around and all that. Which of course many people like that, and nothing wrong with that. But oh, this is the Pine Watch. But I really do prefer like a more like a ground, more realistic version of Skyrim. All right. So now we can go here. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. That's a Pine Watch. It's actually a very fun place once you discover what's inside. And these are some very hostile mud crabs. I'm gonna go here because this is the Lakeview Manor location, and if you just go down, there will be a road to Whiterun. There's something on the ground here. What's this? Is that a shield? All right. That's a shield. And this is the Lakeview Manor location. Alright, we are soon in Whiterun. And I think we saw every city. Okay, here's the road. For a second I was worried. Here it is. Oh yeah, this is the Necromancer site. Dude, man. There are too many Necromancers around here. For my taste. Alright, here's the road. And that over there is also a village. It's added by Septimus modlist. And it's called New Vivek, I think. And it's basically settled by Thalmor refugees. I haven't explored it much, I just know it's there. I'm thinking that there are probably some mods related to that place, but I haven't played them yet. But as you guys can see, like even just by walking around, there are changes, like new things. Talsgar the Wanderer. He's just standing there because he's bugged because I disabled combat AI. So he's like, I need to fight this wolf, but I can't. But I really need to, but I really can't. I'm stuck, I'm paralyzed. And then that's how you break the NPCs. But also like Skyrim NPCs are, if you think about it, they're pretty advanced for the time. Like everyone is talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 and how the NPCs have like a regular schedule every day. But I think many people forget that Skyrim used to have that in 2011. Like every NPC has like its schedule. Like a full day schedule, like a job. Like the time they have breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like they go to tavern to drink, to dance. And actually I've seen NPCs like leaving their own like village or town on a horse or walking. Just exploring. I've seen those things. Okay. Okay, this is like very near Helgen. This is a bandit campsite near Helgen. So we're gonna go down, and I guess we're gonna walk by Riverwood. Yeah, that's the only way to Whiterun from here, which is fine. Well, I guess we're gonna see Riverwood too. Everyone's favorite village, I think. But yeah, to go back to the talk about NPCs, I remember once in Whiterun, I saw the wood elf guy that runs the drunken huntsman. Like, I've seen him like going around to Tundra to hunt. Because that's his job, right? He's a hunter. And then, I don't know, I'm seeing like Udgerd, the Unbroken, the female warrior from Whiterun. Like, I've saw her once. Which is crazy. I saw her like on a horse going to Riverwood. And I think around that time, the Riverwood was attacked by a dragon. So there was like a combat. And then she just joined the combat. She was fighting the dragon with me and the guards. It's really amazing to like see an NPC from Whiterun, for example. Like, oh, this warrior, she's like in the Riverwood and she's fighting the dragon with me. Because it just happened by chance that she's there. It makes the world so alive. And again, you know, I'm gonna sound like a fanboy, but Bethesda really does a great job at doing that, making the world feels alive. And also what I like is that every city, every house is like real, like you can go inside and check it out. I mean, their towns are smaller in scope than, let's say, compared to Witcher or Cyberpunk and all that, but I prefer that every house is actually like interactive. It's not just like a model standing there to make a city looks bigger. And also every NPC has importance. In every city you go, whether it's Whiterun or Riverwood or anywhere, like every NPC has a name, has like a lifestyle, a schedule, kind of like a story behind them. And it's very rare that you see like a generic farmer, or you see that those kind of generic NPCs like in those like scripted encounters. Like, oh, this farmer is running away, whatever. Or guards can be generic. But for most part, all the NPCs in the game are like unique. And I really hope that Bethesda continues being like this. Like, I'm not a fan of generic NPCs who are there just to make the game more like bigger or more populate. Yeah, this is the way to Riverwood. Yeah. I think this is a third night, right? And next day is gonna be a third day, I think. So it takes like 3 days and 3 nights to take a tour around each city of Skyrim. Approximately, I guess. And there it is, Riverwood. And again, everyone's gonna be asleep because it's the middle of the night. It's such a cozy town, or a village. Let's see if anyone is awake. Oh, there's someone. Who is this? Probably just like a merchant. Oh, Sven.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me.
She's already mine, I keep telling you.
Oh, he's probably walking back from the tavern. Alright, we saw Sven. Oh yeah, because he works as a bard. So I guess he has to leave the last. Yeah, makes sense. Awesome, and that's it. Now we are in the Riverwood, and now we just need to reach Whiterun, actually. So I think I'm probably gonna stop this tour in Whiterun, because my idea was to really like walk from Riften and then visit every city, like a main hold city, every capital. So let's see, we went from Riften, we went to from Riften to Windhelm, from Windhelm to Winterhold, from Winterhold to Dawnstar, Dawnstar to Morthal, from Morthal to Solitude, Solitude to Markarth, Markarth to Falkreath, and from Falkreath we are Riverwood to Whiterun. And that's, I think, pretty much all. Those are all the capitals of Skyrim. Yep. I really have fun. I've been planning to do this video for a few days actually. Especially since I learned that Septimus is removed from the Wabbajack. I don't know, I kind of felt like emotionally attached to Septimus because I used it for like past 2 years. Pretty much that's all I used for Skyrim, Septimus. And all the different versions of Septimus. So there's Whiterun. And I don't know the specific reason why the author decided to remove the modlists from the Wabbajack. And not just that, I think he said that he will not do anything for public anymore. He'll like make modlists for himself privately, but he kind of gave up from publishing modlists on Wabbajack. And some people think it's because there were lots of like criticisms, like people were like as usual they were like criticizing and I guess all the changes, because Septimus went from like quite several changes through the updates, and then people will always find something to complain about, right? Like they want this mod or they don't want this mod. But I think whichever mod list you choose, there's always going to be like something that you wished is there, that something is missing for you. I mean, unless you make your own private mod list, that's always going to be the case. And I tried modding for many years actually on my own. And through experience, what I realized is that it's very difficult to make like a full extensive mod list that's actually going to work through the entire playthrough, and it's going to be stable, and it's going to make you feel like okay, this is it, I don't want anything else to add. Because what happened to me all the time is like I will start a playthrough, and after like few hours I'll feel like I really want to add this other mod, or I really want to remove this mod. Like you always feel like you need to make some change, and which kind of ruined like experience for me. Like I wasn't able to have like a single regular playthrough because of that. So modding can be kind of addicting in that case. So this is why I think mod lists are very ideal for people like me, because you just get the mod list, it's a version you want, you chose, and that's it. Alright. There's the Whiterun. I think these Imperial Guards were about to fight this giant mud crab. They were about to have some fun. That's a really big... I mean, look at this claws, the scissors. They can basically chop off your leg with no trouble. Alright. Salute. Alright. So, if we go right, we'll go to the Riften. If we go north, we'll go to Dawnstar. And we're going to Whiterun, which is like our stop. Our last station, basically. Oh, we're probably gonna see companions fighting the giant because it's the first time approaching this area. Again, for Whiterun, I recommend everyone to check on YouTube real life Whiterun scale, something like that. It's done in Unreal Engine and it looks amazing. And it looks giant, really. Like I wish someone would like make an entire Skyrim like that scale in Unreal Engine. It's pretty much impossible to do like everything, a full game like that. Oh, who is that? I guess we will never know. Where is she running? Oh, there was a vampire and she's chased by the Vigilants of Stendarr. Go get her, go get her. You can do it. Oh, but they're not gonna fight because I turn off. Oh yeah. Is this her? No, that's a plant. I totally thought that she's standing there. It's not. Oh, and they're not fighting as well because I forgot. Combat is turned off. Oh, Skyrim can be so peaceful when you turn off combat. Oh, this is beautiful. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. This was very, very fun, actually. Wow, look at that. It's almost the end of the day. Actually, third night. So...
Wouldn't wander here alone. Come on now. My carriage is the safest way to travel.
Yeah, I'm okay. And so it took us like 2 full days and 3 full nights, if I'm correct, to visit each city by foot, walking. So let me know, guys, what's your favorite city in Skyrim or region? And if you enjoy this playthrough, actually not even a playthrough, this is more like a tour around Skyrim. I still really want to do like a full Skyrim playthrough, which just for some reason every time I start a playthrough something happens and I stop. But I would really love to do like a full-on Septimus playthrough, because besides the game looking so good, it's actually full of like nice quests and mods. There are entire lands that I haven't even explored. Besides like the Dragonborn or the Solstheim, there's like a Bruma in Cyrodiil, there's Wyrmstooth, there's I think Mistwood or something like that. Like there are several of those like big land mods. And there are like also several quest mods in Skyrim. Lots of new things to do here, and when Starfield comes out, I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have time for that. That sucks. But here we are. I don't think we'll be able to go inside because Actually, let's see. I wonder if they're gonna let me in. Hello. Okay, I can go inside because I haven't activated the dragon attack in Helgen. Alright. Here we are, guys. Welcome to Whiterun. Let's see. It's 5:50 a.m. So yeah. 3 full nights and 2 days.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Alright guys, thank you for watching again. This was a tour around Skyrim. We had like a casual, relaxing walk and talk. I hope you guys liked the video, and subscribe, comment if you like, and I'll see you very, very soon.